Ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? It is the 6th of October, 2019, Sunday Fun Day. I'm your host, Aaron Michael Eschenburg, and today's players are Venus, Mercury, Mars, Chiron. All right. So much going on today. Energy is high. We've got the moon in Capricorn still. All right. Getting the work done this weekend, getting all the work done, right? Staying focused, staying grounded. One foot in front of another. All right. There's so much to talk about. What do I want to start with? One, let me show you the chart. Let me just show you the chart. All right. Here we go. This is what I want to talk about the most is Chiron. All right. Chiron creating this quintile over here to Pluto. Change, transform what we're doing, how we're thinking, okay? We have to transform how we're thinking. All right, we got to go deep. And we have to be willing to do the work, Mars in Libra, okay, and see things from other perspectives. This is the meat I want to talk about today is that. But before I get to this meat, let's get the lettuce and buns and all that good stuff. So Venus is still creating this septile, this, sing it with me, faded love, bow, bow. All right, we're following our love, we're following our passions, okay? We're following, and we're allowed to do this. We're allowed, even if we're solo out there, a solo journey, we're following our love. We're following what we feel passionate about, and then we get to meet up with other people who are also passionate about doing the same. I'll tell you a true story. It happened to me on, what day is it? It is Saturday, all right? Now, I don't have a significant other that I'm going and doing lovely things with, but I'm following my own passion. The things that I want to do with, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of friends that are into the same, weird stuff that I'm in. So it's like, you know what? I don't care. I'm following my passion, what I love and feel desired about today. It's Saturday, my day off. And I'm solo journeying to the world, and guess what? I'm sitting there and doing my thing, and then I look over and, hey, there's a friend that I recognize that I know that's also followed her heart and her passion and her love and is in the same space as me. And we get to mingle and hang out. It's just like we both had the same mentality. It doesn't matter if I know somebody or not that's going to do this. I'm following what I love to do. And when you follow what you love to do, you're bound to meet other people that are doing exactly what they love to do as well. And then so there was no, together we do this, but then all of a sudden ended up being a joint community of things. So it's really exciting how the energy works. So again, following our passion, following our love, all right, into the mode of expansion. That's what Jupiter's all about, is expansion. And today was at a holistic fair, so of course, and I get to meet all kinds of really cool people, and and Mercury's in Scorpio, so these are deep conversations that I'm able to strike up with these, really unique, cool individuals. So hopefully you're doing the same. You're getting the work done. Moon in Capricorn, eye on the prize, right? Staying focused, and we got all this Libra energy, all right? Balanced, and we're seeking balance. Now, we've had yesterday, or excuse me, technically today, Saturday. Technically it's still today, but I'm talking about Sunday's horoscope. And on Saturday today, the moon is squaring the nodes. Okay, it happens twice a year. The moon's squaring the nodes. And here we're in the sign again of Libra. All right, so we've got, what do we do? There's left or right, there's past, there's future, there's present, but, without my past, my future isn't, sometimes people say, does your past doesn't matter, or, all these things, like, come on, everything matters. Had I not got hit head on by a drunk driver when I was 21, would I be on this path right now? No. My past very much matters, and my future, how, they are all interrelated and connect. So, we're at these crossroads where we got to kind of see everything and look at it for exactly how they are. See things for what they are, and then what? Where's the moon moving to? Moving toward Aquarius, future thinking. So when we see things for how they are, then we're able to assess and now, start to create. The creation process begins. This is a block of styrofoam. Now I can mold this block into a piece of art, okay? So that is the bun and the lettuce. Now let's get to the meat of this day, the meat of what's going on here, the big underlining picture here with Chiron. So I'm going to start by asking you a couple of questions. Be honest, because I can't hear your response unless you type it to me. Do you believe in the law of attraction? Okay, question number one. Do you believe you're a co-creator in this world? Do you believe that you've attracted things into your life by your intentions, by your brain, by your actions? Have you been attracting the things into your life? All right. So why am I asking you these questions? If you've said yes to all of these questions, yes, do you believe in the law of attraction? Again, we're not talking about attraction, of course, of like physical characteristics of people. You know, we're talking about the giant magnet that the thoughts in my head, the images I hold in my brain, I will hold in my hand, right? Law of attraction. And do we believe we're co-creators? Very, very important. Do we believe that we are co-creators to every instance? Hopefully, my friends, you're saying yes to these two questions, because the answer is yes. Yes, 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 yes. Which means this next part I'm going to talk about is also a yes, or it's a no. Do you believe you're a victim? No. The answer is no. We're not victims because we're co-creators in all of our experiences, and we attract into our lives everything that we're holding on to in our brain. Due to our past experiences, they shape our future. They shape our present, okay? So, if we know, we do believe in the law of attraction, and we know that we're co-creating all of these experiences, and we know, if it's a yes to these two, that means the third one we know, that we're not victims. And if we're not victims, that means we can take responsibility for our actions. And if we're not victims, that means we can take responsibility for other people's actions onto us. And here comes the freedom. Here comes the going in deep. Mercury, Capricorn, it's not just about our communication, but it's about our information. It's the way that we think. It's our understanding. It's our logic. Okay? Now, if we are able to grasp that, and I mean truly grasp the fact that we are not victims in this world, that we are co-creators, that we are creating a life outside by the images that we hold in our head, by the thoughts that we have in our head. Okay? Now, let's go back to the chart. Let's apply this to the astrology. Chiron here wants to heal self. And if we are constantly putting ourselves in a place of victimization, we're never going to change. We're never going to have the information that we need because we're going to blame everybody else our entire lives. Now, there's only one way to make a diamond, and that's by putting an intense amount of pressure on a piece of coal. Okay? That's Capricorn's job. We have the moon in Capricorn. There's pressure here. Okay? We have Pluto. Transformation, death, rebirth in Capricorn. We have Saturn, the Lord of Karma, home in Capricorn. Okay? We have all of this energy wanting to turn this coal into a diamond. And we have to just say yes. Yes, this is a piece of coal. Yes. Yeah, and it is karmic. It's letting go of these old, again, transformation. That's why I'm bringing this up, because it's about transformation. And then what? This sextile for one, happening, okay, between Saturn here and Neptune. We're creating the life of our dreams, but a septile further happening between Pluto, transformation. We have to transform this reality. We have to transform our thoughts. We have to transform our emotions into this growth, to our own expansion. And the only way that we can do that is if we're honest with ourselves, honest, going deep, that we are not victims of this world, that we are all co-creators, and that we can literally, once that clicks, the world opens up. It's just like, holy smokes. Yeah, I did it to me. It's like that amazing, it's like a meme. I hate memes, but for some reason, every now and then, one of them just gets me. And it's Scooby-Doo. And it's the guy pulling off zoinks. And it's just like when I finally figured out the guy who's been ruining my whole life. And Fred pulls off the person's mask. And it's Fred looking at himself, you know. It's like, it's me. It was me the whole time, you know. So it's like we have this opportunity right now that this is hitting us really hard today. That the information, this is hitting hard. It's like, oh, if I want to do this and go about this and be about this, I need to stop blaming other people for my failures or successes. Take responsibility for self. It's me that is turning this coal into a diamond. This coal into a diamond, this is my life. And I am shaping it, you know. And sometimes that pressure certainly comes from our outside influences, outside sources, you know. But ultimately, it's how it's like people are talking to me, people are treating me the way that I allow them to. All right, and if I'm co-creating that experience, so. You know, I don't want to get into a whole law of attraction thing, but if there's any question about what I'm saying right now, if you want to dive deeper into law of attraction, there's a lot of people here on YouTube that are going to, you know, Abraham Hicks and Joe Dispenza. Any of these guys are you know, people are going to be able to tell you, you know, it's just the law of attraction stuff. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on here about the law of attraction. But the meat of this day is transformation, understanding that we're not victims, that we're co-creators. And that if we go deep within our own psyche, go deep in our own cells, right? And really, can we go back to a traumatic instance and say, well, what was my part in this? You know? Because then it's forward thinking from there, you know. Then it's just like, all right, Moon's moving into future Aquarius for the next 2.5 days. Very exciting. So it's like once we get this, we can set our sails on in the future. Yeah. So have a happy Sunday, fun day, my friends. Creating the life of your dreams. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.